Hello students, welcome to the fourth lecture of object-oriented programming in Python. Today I am going to explain class method and self-object in Python. So a class method is also known as a member function of a class or function defined inside the class. The class method are exactly same as ordinary function that we have been defining so far. The only difference between a class method and an ordinary function is that we must define the first argument of the class method with name self. Till now we have seen that we have defined basic ordinary function with argument or without argument, but when we talk about a class method, it must contain the parameter which is known as self, and it should be the first parameter, or whenever we are going to define the class method, this argument is added to the beginning of the parameter list. Okay. Moreover, you do not pass any value for this parameter when you call the function. Normally when we call a ordinary function, or when we define parameters to an ordinary function, we need to give the values of those variables when we call the function, okay, which we have defined at the time of definition. But in case of self, whenever we are going to define class method with self object, we do not need to give the value of self. It is automatically provides by the Python. The self argument refers to the object itself, which means it is also known as self object. The self object is the reference to the current instance of the class and is used to access variables that belongs to that class. Even if a method that takes no argument, it should be defined with the self parameter. Suppose we are not defining any other parameter with the class method, but still we have to define the self argument. Okay. For example, if a function is defined to accept two parameters named a and b, or x or y, so it must take actually three parameters. The first parameter will be self and the other two parameter will be a and b, or x and y. The very important points which we need to remember while defining or while using the class methods are: a class that has no other statement should have a pass statement at least. Okay, we have already seen the pass statement earlier when we have learned break or continue statement. So whenever we don't want to, we don't have anything to write inside a class, you need to at least write the pass statement inside the class. Okay. The statement inside the class definition must be properly indented. Class method or function that begins with underscore sign or double underscore sign are a special function with a predefined and a special meaning to the class. Okay. So before going to see understand the self, and there is one more method which we are going to see ahead, which is init method. So before understanding the self and init method in Python class, it is very important if you have idea about the class and object. So just a quick revision about the class and object. A class is nothing but a set of things having same property or attribute in common, and differentiated from other by kind or type or quality. And object is nothing but the instance of class, where the self is an object or is an parameter which represents the instance of the class. By using the self keyword, we can access the attributes and methods in the class of in Python class. Okay. So now let's discuss the example of self argument. So basically this is a very basic and simple example of self argument. So in the earlier class, in the earlier lecture, I have shown you that we can how to create a class, how to define a function inside a class, and how to create object. So here whenever I am going to write self, this becomes the class method. So class student where20 is the class variable, and def display I have defined a self here and print in class method. Okay. So here I have created a object of class student, and I am calling the object dot where, and the variable declared inside the class through object, and here I have displayed the in class method using the display function. This is the simplest example of self. I am going to teach you the difference between the self parameter and the null parameter or no parameter. Okay. So now let's discuss the init method, or this is also known as the class constructor. This is a very important concept of object oriented programming. Init is a reserved method in Python classes. It is also known as the constructor in object oriented concept. This method called when an object is created from the class and it allows a class to initiate the attribute of a class. Okay, so other than this, we can say that to understand the meaning of class, we have to understand the built-in function init. So all classes have the function called init, which is automatically executed when the class is being initialized. The init method is called automatically every time when the object of the class is created. This is also known as the constructor of the class constructor of Python. Okay, the init method is same as the constructor in C++ in Java, but the difference from C++ constructor and Python constructor is that the C++ constructor was the function with the same name as the class name. It was a member function only, but its name should be must be same as class name. Then only you can say that it is the constructor of the class. But in Python, we represent the constructor by using init method. It is a special significance. It has the special significance in Python classes. The method is useful to initialize the variables of the class object. The init method can be declared as def underscore underscore init underscore underscore. It should always have the self object, self argument. Okay, whenever we are going to define init method, it must contain the self object. Okay, so let's consider one example, like if I want to create a game or something like that, and I want to create a class named car. Okay, and it should have the attributes like color, company, etc, etc. Okay, and it should have the function called show. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create a class which should be start with the name car, and then I'm going to define the init function. This is the very simple example. I'll come on it later. So understand what I'm trying to tell you is, so I'll define the init method with the self object first, and then I'll define the first argument, which is model, and then another attribute, which is color. Okay, and then I need to write self dot color, because self is the object. You can say self is object of the class. Okay, so if you are defining the object variable, so color and model will become the object variable. Okay, so you are going to call by using self. So self dot color assigned by color, self dot model assigned by model, and then by using show function you are going to display these the value of these parameters. Okay, so let's discuss the very basic and very simple example of init method. So here I have taken a class student where I have defined the init, which is nothing but your constructor. So when I see the when I define init here, and when I print in init method, so when I create the object of this class, so it is automatically called the function. When we talk about the constructor and the normal function, the only difference between a constructor and a normal function is that you don't need to call the constructor by using the object. Okay, the constructor is automatically called when the object of the class is created. But when you define a normal class method, an ordinary function, you need to call that function by using the object of the class. This is the major and only difference between the constructor and the normal function. Okay, so this is the second example. The class we have defined a class student, def init self val. So here I have taken a variable called val. So self dot val, and print the value of val is. So when this is nothing but the parameterized constructor. So as we have default function and parameterized function, similarly, because I have already told you that init or class constructor is nothing but a function only. So it is also has two category, the default constructor and the parameterized constructor. So once I have defined a variable here, so it always contains the this is always known as the parameterized constructor. So whenever you are going to use parameterized constructor in your program, you have to give the value of that parameter when you are creating the object of the class. Okay, So this is nothing but the default constructor example, and this is nothing but the parameterized constructor example. Whenever you are going to define any, see, you can define any number of parameters here. The only thing you need to remember is whenever you are defining the object, you have to give the value of all the parameters you have defined above except your self parameter. Okay. This is again the very basic example of class and object. We have taken a class student. So I have defined a class here. By init method, I have defined two parameters, name and marks. This is nothing but the parameterized constructor. So I have stored the value of name into self.name, and I have stored the value of marks into self.marks. Then I have again taken a different, or this is the class method. This is constructor and this is the class method. Okay. So def message self. So I have printed the value of name and the value of marks. Okay. So here when I call this, see, here I have called this init method. Okay. So when I created a object, I have created two objects here, name S1 and S2. So S1 assigned by student ABCD comma 30 will be the first object which I am going to use in my, which I have created in my program. So create object and call init method. This is constructor. When you define the object, it will automatically call this function. But to call the function message, you need to use object name dot function. Okay. So here when I call this, it will call this, and it will give the value of first parameter as ABCD, and it will take this, it will give the value of second parameter as 30. So when I call s1 dot message, it will display ABCD got 30. Okay. And here I have defined second object which carries the value PQRS and 25. So PQRS will go to the name and 25 will go to the mark. So when I call s2 dot message, it will display PQRS got 25. Okay. So this is how we use class method, init function, and self argument. So class method is nothing but a function defined inside the class. It should, or it must have the first argument as self. Okay, then only you are going to say that it is class method. And when you talk about init always have the self argument with it, and it is the constructor of the class. So in the next lecture, I'm going to tell you how you are going to define these things when I explain you the hands-on session of init and class method. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you.